Shamsia shivers in pain, her eyes swollen shut. Her punishment for wanting an education. Not so long ago, she was a bubbly 19-year-old full of hopes. One morning last November, Shamsia and her sister Atifa were walking to school along this street in the southern Afghan city of Kandahar. Then they saw two men. One was holding what looked like a water pistol. As we got closer, he got down from his motorbike and threw acid on us, Atifa says. Atifa was burned so badly that her red scarf melted into her hair. Other girls and teachers were also attacked that morning. So frightened were parents that many students were kept at home for weeks afterwards. It's not the first time girls in Afghanistan have been targeted for attending school. The Taliban have been responsible for dozens of attacks on girls' schools and female teachers. But they quickly condemned this attack. The case gained national and international attention.
A real man would never throw acid on the face of a little girl. A real man wouldn't even want to make a little girl unhappy. Beside it being a cowardly act, it is an un-Islamic act.
About 2 weeks later, the governor of Kandahar announced 10 men had been arrested. Some had confessed to the attack, he said. But none of those detained were seen until this video recording was released by the Interior Ministry. And that's where the story takes a strange turn. One of the men, called Jalil, says he was approached by a major in the Pakistani intelligence service. Looking frightened under interrogation, Jalil says he was offered the equivalent of $2,000 for every girl he attacked, and that he was paid at the Pakistani consulate in Kandahar. The video has been played on Afghan television. But President Hamid Karzai, who's often accused Pakistan of being involved in terrorism in Afghanistan, says that in this case, there was real cooperation to find the culprit.
For the first time, we had a very sincere and brotherly approach to the issue, which is of satisfaction to us, and I hope we can succeed together.
So we can say that it wasn't paid by the Pakistani consulate?
No, not by the Pakistani consulate. I can definitely tell that. By an individual that was mentioned, but not in the consulate.
Pakistani officials tell CNN that the claims of the consulate's involvement are, quote, hogwash. So far, none of the men accused have appeared in court. Maybe the full story will never be known. But for the first time, the attacks have not caused tit-for-tat accusations by the Afghan and Pakistani governments. That's not much comfort to the victims. Just as they threw acid on my face, she says, throw it in their eyes, in their mouths, do this in front of me. Despite the pain and terror of that November morning, Shamsia is determined to stay at school. Why wouldn't I want to come to school, Shamsia says. I want our country to succeed. I have to do something for my country. I must go to school. Her revenge and education. Atiya Bawi, CNN, Kabul.